welcome to another tutorial with me, Lawrence Grant from Photos Forever. Today I'd like to just go through some of the findings that I've discovered, or like to show you the Godox AD 200 portable flash gun, but it's really more than a flash gun. It's got a very clever device. Now here we've got the main unit. It comes in this little case with some accessories which I'll run through. So what we've got is a traditional looking flash gun with 1/4-20 screw holes in 3 different places. There's 1, 2, I did see another one. No, okay, there's two screw holes. What we've got here is a flash head with a lithium battery in there. Okay, so now that will give you, so the manufacturers say, 500 full power flashes out of one charge, and you could buy this for batteries and keep an extra one in your case if you want to. So that battery goes into there. Okay, and then we've got settings. Let's switch it on at the side here. And then we've got the display, which is going to come up. And what you can do here is, obviously it's a flash gun, so there's the flash head, and we've got here a multiple digital screen here, which allows us to change the groups and the channels. So you can have channel A, B, C, D, E. So you've got 5 channels there that you can set up. Effectively you could set up 5 different flash guns all on a separate channel, so you can have a set of flash guns even on A, B, C, D. So it's multiple arrangements here, and then within that you've got whether you set it up to TTL, which is fully TTL. So we can go to our groups. From our groups we can go to whether it's manual. And again, you can dial up in the manual there, as you can see, the 16th quarter, and then go right round over the 32, 64, and you've got also exposure values of plus and minus 0.3, 0.7, and a full stop. So you've got that. There's a channel, and then you've got a manual mode. So you've got your TTL, you've got your manual mode, and you've got your multi-mode. So if your multi-mode is if you're going to be doing some strobe work or repeated flash work. Now, to couple with that, you can buy a series of different transmitters. The one I've got is the Nikon X Pro transmitter, and what this will do is because this is a radio controlled flash gun, so what we've got now is a series of channels that have been emulated along here. So each one of these representing one of the A, B, C, D, E, F channels, and then you can then set that up. So for example, the way to use this is to go into your channel. Okay, so we're going into channel A, and we're setting it up to say, for example, well, TTL. Let's go into manual mode. Right, so it's come up here, manual at 30 of a second. So we can switch on here, and we can go into mode on here, and there is the 32. Now, what I'll do then, if I could just show you, if I change that at 32 to 64, then again it's going to change on here on the display. So I go to we're going back to 32, but say for example I wanted to go to an 1/8 of a thing, then it's gone to an 1/8 of a stop, and then it's flashed there, and again I can roll that around. So the two things are communicating perfectly together, and that range can be 100 foot, 200 foot, whatever, because it's radio controlled. You have multiple Godox AD 200s. You can set one. I mean, a typical setup that I would have is I'd have this one on channel A, another one on channel B. Put them with some flash units or some lighting. So one of the clever things is it comes with, well, the kit I bought, you can have a whole series of kits, but the kit I bought came with some Bowens adapters. So what we can do here is we can fit these onto a light stand, and then I can fit the unit into there. Okay, tighten up this screw. They've improved on this. The first series weren't so clever. Tighten that up there. Okay, and now I can fit a Bowens adapter onto there. And any of the modifiers as I wish to do, they're all can be fitted onto that Bowens adapter. So that's the way I do my workflow. Okay. Now, so what we've described here is we've described a lithium battery, 500 shot full power portable flash unit, which you say, well, okay, I've got other ones that will do this. But when you think about it, this is TTL, so having a pocket wizard, such as the manual pocket wizards, they're only manual, certainly the range I've got. I know you can buy TTL ones, but effectively even if you buy the TTL pocket wizards, you then connect them to your flash gun, which if you've got flash guns already, it is a great idea. But this is virtually like having a pocket wizard transmitter inside, and then you've got another pocket wizard effectively communicating with it. So it's doing that job. It's also made some of the backup batteries that I have to keep the power going to recycle onto the flash guns. I'm using Nikon flash guns. It's virtually made that redundant as well. So it's made power supplies redundant. It's making pocket wizards slightly redundant, and it's going to make strobes redundant. And you say, well, why are you making strobes redundant? Well, here's another clever bit. This head is removable. Okay, and that head, which is a standard flash head, can be replaced with another adapter, which comes with it, and that clips onto there. He says, okay, let's get the right way around. What's onto that, and there you have a bare bulb, which is effectively a flash head. Okay, and there is a strobe, a miniature strobe, and all set up from here exactly the same way. Modifiers back onto here. Okay, and to be perfectly honest with you, I've been using 400 watt main strobes with Lastrolite triggers for years and years and years, but I've not been able to take them out with me anywhere. So that's been a difficulty trying to power them up. Now I've got a portable flash unit with effectively a bare bulb. So the bare bulb will radiate all the light exactly the same way all the way around. The issue, you know, we've always had with flash heads is that they are always going to be shaped oblong. So when the light comes out, the light's going to come out more at the sides. It's not going to be even. I mean, if that was square, that would certainly work better, but it's not. So what we've got is that we've got an even light being distributed. I'll just trigger that off again. I'll do it from here just to show you. Just switch that on, and we just trigger it and off it goes. That's on very, very low at the moment. It's on TTL. So if I put that to, say I put that to manual, that's going to be powerful, as we said. Okay, so that is then charged. Sorry, the battery is charged. It's just show you. You get a little portable charger in the kit as well, and you also get with a mains lead, and you also get a small adapter. If you don't want to go down the Bowens avenue, you could just screw that in to the flash unit and put it straight onto a stand, and then you could set up your own modifiers. Okay, so really now we've got a strobe light. It's 200 watts. Okay, so I'm using 400 watt strobes all the time, but I never have them past about quarter. I never get them into 200 watts anyway, so this is not going to be a problem. And also some of the other equipment, the quantum flash units, okay, the high quality, the high price, and we're talking here about £300 for a kit here, and you can get that onto your Bones adapter, get your Octabox or similar on there, get it onto a pole, and then your assistant can be walking around, say at weddings or event shoots or portrait shoots, and then be portably moving around, and you can be controlling how much power is coming out of that, and you can do that multiple times. You can have one set up, static, while somebody's carrying one around. So I found that this really has is beginning to replace. I'm not saying that it's gone forever, but certainly the Pocket Wizards would have to have a particular assignment to be able to utilise them. Let's say a long shoot as somewhere where I wanted to use my Nikon flash guns. Yeah, okay, put the Pocket Wizards in, hide them behind walls and things and whatever, that's okay. And I've got to use the Nikon Commander, the SU800 as well, and even if when I do use it, the Commander, when I use an SB800 with a flash gun directly, that's infrared, so I've got a problem there. If I then put on the Pocket Wizards, it's radio controlled, but it's manual, so if you're in a stress environment, there's no TTL. Here you can switch on to TTL, switch on to manual. So there we have it, just to give you an insight into the Godox AD200 and the removable, switchable heads into there, switch off on there, into the box, take off the bulb, he says, okay, there's a red dot in there and a red dot there which should line up. Put that safely into the case, put the receiver module into the box, and they've also they also do an extension lead where you can extend the head and the back, and we're hoping to show you that next time. So in the meantime, I hope that you've enjoyed a little insight into the Godox AD200. Bye for now.